Hello, myself Dr. M. Commodity, Associate Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, HABIT. So once again, I welcome you all for this video lecture for the course Introduction to C Programming or Principles of C Programming. In the previous class, we have discussed about C tokens. So in that, we discussed about keywords, identifiers, constants, strings, and special symbols. So in this video we discuss about operators. So these operators are symbols that trigger an action when applied to C variables and other objects. So when we use this operator, this will initiate or trigger some operations, whether to add, subtract, or compare, or to execute a particular uh, loop, like that. The data items on which operators act are called operands, on which the variables on which we operators will operate, they are called operands. So depending on number of operand, there may be on which these operators will act. Operators can be classified as unary operators, binary operators, and ternary operators. This unary operator are the operators, those operators that require only a single operand to act upon. So these are known as unary operators, right? For example, increment and decrement operators. So increment operator we realize I plus plus, decrement operator I minus minus. So these increment and decrement operators later we'll be using them almost all every C program. Then we have binary operators. So these operators will require two operands to operate on. So binary operators can further are classified into arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, assignment operators, and bitwise operators. So these, what are these operators? We will discuss one by one in the upcoming videos. Arithmetic operators we use for addition, subtraction, multiplication operations. Relational operators we use to compare two variables, and logical operators we use when we want to make logical decisions. Basically, logical operators as a AND operator is there, OR operator is there, and assignment operators we use to assign some particular value to a variable or constant, and generally bitwise operators are there. So then finally we have a ternary operator in this case. So in the ternary operator is the operator that requires minimum three operands to act upon. So it is called the ternary operator. So in ternary operators we have conditional operator, which is also called the ternary operator. Right? We write this with question mark symbol. So what is this ternary operator? Later we discuss with example in the upcoming videos. So then one of the most integral part of C program is the variables. So what is variable? Variable is any meaningful name which is given to the data storage location in computer memory. Whenever we define a variable, we define any variable. Whenever we define a variable, it is stored in computer memory. So for that memory location, we need to give some name for that address. So this refer to address of memory where the data is stored. So in C language, it supports two basic kinds of variable. One is numerical variable, so which may be used to store either integer value or floating point value. So when integer value is a whole number without a fraction part or decimal point, whereas floating point number can have a decimal point in them. So then we have numerical values that may also be associated with modifiers like short, long, signed and unsigned number. So by default, C automatically a numerical variable is signed variable. So by default it is positive plus. Then also we have, apart from numerical variables, we have a character variables also, though that may be any letter from alphabet or from ASCII chart, and we can also use number as character variables 0 to 9, so within a single quote. If you want to use numbers as character variables, you need to enclose them within the quotes. So in these variables can be initialized with an equal sign followed by a constant expression. For example, variable name is equal to value or type variable name equal to value. So example, you can see int is a data type. So d is a variable. So I have assigned equal sign after the equal 3. That means value of that 3 is stored at memory location d, or f is equal to 5. 5 is stored at a memory location f. And double is a data type, and pi is equal to 3.14159 is stored at the location pi. And also this is how character is equal to x is equal to x, that we use it as a variable with a letter in single quotes. Okay, so this is about variables. So in the next video we will discuss about an example, a programming example for declaring or initializing different types of variables and also predicting of different types of variables.